is, like I said, it's sort of female empowering, but how did it feel when you read the script?
I have been offered this sort of genre film before, but this one really stood out in that it is a family drama that happens to have horror attached to it. So it could have been a standalone film. The role was wonderful, this family dynamic dealing with mental illness and these kids struggling to understand their mother was pretty great.
Now, what's that like as an actor to be able to explore some of those darker aspects of the human psyche, but you're also within this sort of fun genre where people are going to have jump scares, and talk a little bit about that as from your perspective being in it.
Well, I'm fortunate that I have a gift of bipolar disorder, so I'm very able to access those places because I know what it was like when I wasn't medicated. I knew what that place was, to be in the midst of that craziness. So I feel fortunate that I got to use those experiences and my internal self to portray what I did on the screen.
What was that dynamic like on set? I understand she's a stunt woman as well.
She's a stunt woman, Alicia. She looks like a supermodel. Just the way that she moved her fingers and squatted and angled her body was scary. And she was so sweet, but I would definitely walk down the hall to go to the bathroom, run into her, and just have a big scare.
Now, working with David, he's such a down-to-earth, nice guy, but this is his first feature film. Now, I remember at the LA Film Festival, he was saying, lights out is my film school. Did it feel like that to you?
It felt like David had such a great, gentle hand on the set. He knew what he wanted, but he also didn't have a big ego about it. He understood that all of these people in this room had worked on many more films than he'd ever worked on, and so he picked excellent people to work around him and let them do their job. But overall, he was the leader of that all, and and he gave us a sense of comfort that we felt free to be the best of ourselves in that.
For the audience who is going to be subjected to all this terror, I know that a lot of people have been, watching the movie like this, and
I watched it like this.
Yes, exactly. Can you tell them a little bit about what they're in for?
If you ever heard a twig snap and you look like this, imagine doing that for an hour and a half and not knowing where the twig is, like that, constant. That's what I felt like. A lot of anxiety.